Clark in Coldwater, Michigan. Is it just you're in Coldwater in Michigan, or is that the name of the place? I'm confused. But alright, all my build videos are set up the same way. First, I'll show you the build breakdown. That way you see how the build works, how to put it together. And then at the end, I'll show you all the gameplay. That way you see it. See how I use it. And with that said and done, without further ado, let's jump into the build breakdown. Alright, here we go. Starting off from the top with the specialization, we are using the technician specialization. Now you can use whatever it is you want, it doesn't matter, but I am going to recommend it for today's video. The reason for that is I am using the three-piece combo. I'm using the technician, the ninja bike, and the Picaros. The reason why you say three-piece combo with this combination is because you get 3 skill tiers just for doing those 3 together. That's it. There's no skill tiers rolled onto your build at all. You get 3 skill tiers basically for free. You get 1 skill tier from the technician, 1 skill tier from the ninja bike, and 1 skill tier from the Picaros. And then that way you can jam everything in PvP, PvE, doesn't matter, and you can use a booster hive if you want. Now, again, if you don't care about that, you can use whatever it is you want, but I do recommend it for today's video. As far as the weapon, it is the Lexington, again, Sadist, as always, and it is available again on Tuesday. So remember, the Lexington is available on Tuesday. As far as my other weapons, these are just placeholders. This is the Slayer as my secondary and the Quickstep as my sidearm. But the star of the show is going to be the Lexington. So the Lexington, what makes this so special is that it's the named weapon that everyone gets God rolled with cover, and it gives you that increased damage. So what I did is I rolled on here Sadist. That way we get more amplified damage to bleeding enemies. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're using the bleed from the weapon, the bleed. bleed from the hollow points and the bleed from the trauma. All right? And if that's not enough bleed, you can put on a Stinger Hive or a Seeker Mine or whatever to have more bleed. But you don't have to. The hollow point rounds is good enough, and then the trauma is just the icing on top. Now with that and this combination, we're sitting at 1.8 million armor, but we're also at 108k base damage. Pretty cool. And that's only at expertise 23, so you can actually get this 7% higher before prototype upgrade. Now looking at the build itself, this is a Ninja Bike ongoing build. So we're going to start there. The Ninja Bike Messenger Bag, the entire reason this build is put together. The reason for that is, well, two different things. The first one, you get all three core attributes. You get a weapon, an armor, and a skill tier. Also, you get the talent Resourceful, so it slots in with any brand set or gear set to fulfill a set piece requirement. For example, we have 3 pieces of ongoing, so we get the 4-piece talent. Because we have 1-piece unit alloys, we're getting the 2-piece bonus, and because we have 1-piece brazos, we're getting the 2-piece bonus. And that's all because of the Ninja Bike. Now also on here, we do have a crit chance mod, just to get our Lexington up to max crit. Looking at the build first with the ongoing directive here. The ongoing directive gear set bonuses for today's video. We have status effects, helping to bleed, reload speed, and the 4-piece talent rules of engagement. So shooting a status affected enemy will mark them. Funny enough, and expertise 23, so, 7% from max, but it is what it is. Now, as far as the build itself, it is a vampire build, so we are using the Rage Waste Fried Chest Piece, and I said core strength. I said core strength. Right? Yeah, core strength. And that's because we do have the 4-piece of core strength to go with 1-piece Bellstone Armory.